Hey, welcome to the Toadstead. Well, this is a little update on the chickens. And you can see these are some of the girls and boys. We haven't called them out yet. These larger ones, these were born on New Year's Day, 2020. And they're all fat and happy, and hopefully we'll get the roosters called out, and they should be laying by June. Over there in the corner, let me boost back up here. Over there in the corner are the pecking order is being established as we speak. Those are the second batch that were born, right around the mid-third week in January. And they should be okay after a bit. They were in here once before, and they got used to each other fine, but the little guys were actually small enough to get out, so we had to put them back in the grow-out pen. So there's a half a dozen there, 7 from the original group. And here's the lovely magpie is cleaning out. That's the little brooder that used to be on our coffee table, because finally, this is March. Let's see, keep the camera from shaking. This is March, I don't know, 24th-ish, 2020. And we finally, after, I guess 2 months, from mid-February to mid-March, we had chickens on the coffee table. And we did 3 batches. Of course, now we're on camera, so it's going to be tough. Anyway, we did 3 batches. And these little velociraptors are finally out of our living room. And they're ready to be here in the grow-out pen. Now, these barred rocks are definitely a little bit smaller, at least in their growing stages. They grow a little slower, I guess is the best way to put it, as compared to the Rhode Island Reds we had, because we could put them right out here without them getting out a few weeks earlier. Hey y'all. But it worked out pretty good for all the way around, because we had about a dozen Rhode Island Reds and a rooster, and they were laying okay at about 50%, but they were pushing 3 years old. The average age was 3, and it just so happened we had a neighbor who wanted to sort of get into the chicken thing, and so we ended up giving him our entire Rhode Island Red flock so he could get started, and then we just get eggs from him. He has a small family, we have a small family, so there's still plenty of it. And then hopefully over the next month or so, we'll start culling out the roosters. We only need 1. So he who shows the best disposition. It looks like we've got 3 of them. It's kind of hard to tell right now. But the goal is to end up with a baker's dozen, maybe a few more hens and a rooster. So for right now, just being mean to him. Keep an eye on you. But they'll all get used to each other, and we'll have our new flock. And this time I won't make the mistake of waiting a few years to replace them. We'll likely go ahead and put bands on the legs of this bunch here real soon, and then 2 years from now we'll hatch out again, and we're just going to start rotating them out so we get new ones probably every 2 years, and not give them a chance to stop laying eggs, which is what we had trouble with. All right, well, thanks for coming along. The Toadstead has barred rocks now. See you next time.